9 Simon Bouda is riding right across the US on the Black Dog Ride, making a 7,000-kilometre journey from New York to Los Angeles, all raising awareness about depression. He's trekked so far to Colorado, where Simon joins us from now. Simon, good morning to you. Day 13. How are you going? How are you holding up?
Deb, do you really want to know how we're holding up? I think all the guys behind me and myself would say we're tired, we're hot, we're smelly, and a few of us are a bit too woolly for too many likes. But look, we're holding up pretty well overall. The bikes have been going great. All the riders are going great. We're 2/3 of the way through this now. We've done about, I think it's about 3,000 miles. So what's that, 4,500 kilometres? We've got another 2,500 kilometres to go yet, Deb, before we finally reach our destination on the Californian coast. Yeah,
you can look at the road ahead. It's much shorter than the road behind you, which is a good thing. And you've made it to Durango, but barely. What's this we hear about you being arrested?
Oh, look, this is just a terrible rumour that's running around, Deb. I don't even know how it started.
We can see the
pictures. It's completely innocent. I had lunch in a town called Shamrock in Texas, and the sheriff turned up. Well, OK, I guess the pictures don't lie, but yeah, he handcuffed me, he threatened to taser me, but then we were great mates afterwards, and I think it was a G-up by half of these blokes for this to happen, but it was all in good fun. And when you think about what we're doing, we're raising awareness of depression and suicide prevention in first responders, such as that sheriff in Shamrock, Texas. And I think it was poignant that he joined in the fun that we had on the day, and yeah, it was a bit of fun. I was really worried though that they weren't going to undo those handcuffs and I'd be handcuffed all the way to the California coast.
Well, I don't know, that might have been a quicker out for you potentially in the squad car, but as you say, this is all about raising awareness about a very serious issue, and you did see something quite disturbing along your way as well.
Yeah, Deb, we left Santa Fe this morning. Some beautiful scenery through there, the ranges through there, just amazing. They change with every turn that you take. And we were heading for the Rio Grande Gorge, which is the massive bridge that spans the Rio Grande River and the gorge there. And we got held up at a roadblock just before we got onto the gorge bridge itself. And what had happened was a young man, had taken his life, thrown himself off that bridge just before we got there. So it's thrown a bit of a cloud over everybody here, and I think we spent the rest of the day riding, thinking about that bloke, because that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to raise that awareness and try to get people talking about their problems, and if we could do that, well, then we're going to achieve something. But I guess when you think about it, the irony of us arriving there within a few moments of this man, and he plummeted it would have been well over 100 metres, probably 150 metres to his death at the bottom of this most beautiful gorge. And they had to retrieve his body, and we don't know his background, we don't know who he was. I spoke to the local sheriff there and he said, yeah, well, it's a bloke, and they tell me they get about one a year from that bridge. There's no barrier there to stop people climbing over it, but one a year, one a decade, one a century is just too many.
Absolutely, really disturbing, but as you say, hitting home why you're on this ride in the first place. And okay, 2/3 of the way, 8 days to go. What are you expecting for the final leg?
I'm expecting more gags from these guys, no doubt about that. That will happen. I'm expecting a whole bunch of Budweiser beer along the way, no doubt that will happen. We're going to be going to Las Vegas, we're going to be going through Arizona, back onto Route 66. We've travelled a lot of Route 66 as it is to this point. We'll be back on it again at Kingman, which is the mother road, if you like. Las Vegas, then we're going to be heading down into California in the end of the ride. But I think every one of us has thoroughly enjoyed it, and we've really made a difference. You can tell even just coming into town here in Durango today, a car pulled over. We were stopped at a traffic accident that had happened on Highway 160. And this lady went in a window. She said, I just heard about you guys on the radio. And she'd obviously heard all about the Black Dog, and she was pretty impressed that the Black Dog Ride was getting so much publicity. And I think that's what's happening now. It's starting to build a momentum as we've gone across the states, raising that awareness and trying to get rid of that stigma surrounding this terrible mental illness.
Yeah, well, you do a tremendous job on the ride in Australia, and it's great to see that that's continuing across the United States on that iconic road. We'll check in with you, I think, for the final leg and find out how you go for the last week of it. Good on you, Simon. Don't get arrested. Watch out.